Hello, hello, beautiful people. Happy January 28th. Wednesday, January 28th. At least that's where I am. No, wait. Am I lying? It's 27. Wednesday the 27th. Sorry about that. Now that I'm looking at the calendar, good thing I look at the calendar. It's reminding me. Coco Chanel says, don't spend time beating on a wall hoping it will transform into a door. Don't spend time beating on a wall hoping it will transform into a door. My first thing was, don't spend time, that's what I equate it to, banging on a person or changing a person's mind or actions, expecting them to change because the more effort you put into it, it just doesn't work that way. Everybody's journey is their own. So that's what I got out of that. All right. What do we got from our Body, Mind, Soul book today? Father Desmond Wilson says, it is the act of forgiveness that opens the only possible way to think creatively about the future at all. Today is full of endless possibilities and dreams. In many cases, we are limited only by our fear of lack and hope in ourselves and others. Each new day, we are given a clean page to live in our book of life. What freedom we find when we choose to practice the art of forgiveness. Forgiving ourselves and others will allow us to step into this new day as free human beings. What can really hurt us in the present if we have the key to daily forgiveness? What could our friend, boss, or enemy possibly say that would be worth the emotional price of ongoing resentment? Freedom is a gift we give ourselves every time we choose not to react to a hurtful comment. Holding on to old resentments keeps our creative energy trapped and stifled. Our choices are these: new freedom or old resentment. We choose new freedom. It is the gift we give ourselves when we choose not to let the sun rise on yesterday's script. Today, let me forgive everyone and anything, past and present, that might distract me from my spiritual growth. Wow. So yesterday I talked about being kind of obnoxious in that meeting and letting it spew. And in the midst of it, of course, you know, I said my piece and he said his piece back. And I did get to where I was just silent and not argumentative at one point. Like, you just let people take it, say what they need to say, take it, and then just be over it. You know, I don't feel any ill will towards him. I actually feel bad because I hope that he does find his way to not gambling. It's not easy, and the timing must not be right for him this far. So he's just one example of who I would need to talk about forgiveness. When I read this quote, it is the act of forgiveness that opens up the only possible way to think creatively about the future at all. The biggest person that I had to forgive last year, well, I guess there was quite a few, but one of the hardest, I guess, I thought was the ex. And what I realized, like, nowadays we talk, or we communicate and talk, it's kind of no big deal. It's lost all its power because I have forgiven him. But now, as I move forward, for example, in my businesses and stuff, and he's moving forward in his life, we can be creative around how we help each other in our raising awareness gambling solutions. Now, if I didn't forgive him and I hated him and resented him and all those things, we might not be able to be united down the road. And I think we will be united. And I think together we'll be more powerful in making impacts that we want to make in the gambling and addiction community. So it's just one example. But don't let lack of forgiveness, like don't not forgive someone because it's going to tear you up. You're the only one who's going to suffer the damage from not forgiving. I mean, it may get in that person's head or whatever, who knows? But really, if you don't forgive them, it does build up to resentment. And resentment's not a fun place to live. It's not. I had resentment for oh God, most of my life towards my bio dad. Like, it was full-blown resentment. And I will tell you that not even worrying about that, not resenting it, having a new mindset around all the healing I did around that, and taking my time and applying my recovery principles to that situation, I don't have resentment anymore. I've forgiven him, and it is what it is. Like, it doesn't have to ruin who I am, who I'm going to be. It doesn't have to impact my day-to-day. I get to move forward. And not forgiving someone is also like keeping sludge in our bucket, right? We don't want to keep the sludge in our bucket. So we need to give forgiveness. It empties our bucket of whatever comes along with the forgiveness. Many coaches have given the advice to write forgiveness letters in full on, let it rip, but never give it to the person. Bleed your heart onto the paper, write it all down, and then burn it up. Like, literally set the pages on fire so that you can get some closure. And that's been said in the rooms and therapists and a lot of different people. So if that's what you need to do to forgive someone, do some sort of process to help you get to forgiveness for someone, because it will make your life better. It will 100% make your life better. I believe in it wholeheartedly. And I believe that it's part of what makes the difference in my life today, to live with joy and happiness and love for people instead of hate and dissension and unforgivingness and a bad attitude. I can't have a good attitude of gratitude if I'm still stuck in an attitude because I won't forgive. So I hope this was helpful, beautiful people. Have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.